Hello and welcome to the APSC 201 Group 11 internal briefing for the Kamloops to Sahwepumh consultation plan. My name is Liam Huffman. I'll be presenting the introduction and conclusion. Rishan will cover background information on the community. Noor will speak on wind energy information. Ahmed will discuss expected project impacts, and Hunter will discuss communication. Now, Rishan will speak about the Kamloops to Sahwepumh community.
The Sahwepumh or Shuswap people once occupied a massive territory in British Columbia. In 1811, the colonial government divided the Sahwepumh people into 17 groups. Kamloops is the English translation for the Shuswap word to Kamloops, which means where the rivers meet. This is because in the center of Kamloops, the North Thompson River and South Thompson River flow into the Thompson River. Kamloops has long been the home of the Tk'emlúps people, meaning people of the confluence. Now they are known as the Tk'emlúps te Sahwepumh. The Sahwepumh people have a deep cultural background and in modern day have their own community involved with any decision making to ensure their morals and ideology are never compromised. Our first and most frequent point of contact will be the Kamloops Indian Band Development Corporation. The corporation will be able to help outline specific requirements as well as any issues that will need to be addressed. The Kamloops Indian Band Development Corporation can also easily connect us to other relevant contacts. These lines of communication will be needed to ensure this project is completed to the highest standards possible, and they will help us better understand our clients' needs. Next, my friend Noor will talk about our project and wind energy.
Wind energy is a sustainable form of solar energy that is produced by wind turbines. They work by converting kinetic energy in the wind into mechanical power that can be utilized for many different tasks. Wind energy generation capacity has been growing steadily since 2008. In this project, we'll be looking to the construction of a wind power plant in the Indigenous community. More energy production and less carbon dioxide emissions into the air are our two key priorities for a sustainable solution. Wind energy is a clean method for electricity generation. It effectively supplies electricity and lowers the carbon dioxide emissions compared to the other power generation systems. Greenhouse emissions in fossil-fueled hydroelectric powered stations are the leading cause to global warming. Wind energy generation is a cost-effective solution, one of the lowest priced energy sources available today, producing no greenhouse gases during energy production. The cost of installing wind turbines will vary depending on the number of turbines ordered, when the turbine purchase agreement will be executed, and our construction contracts according to the agreement with the community. Wind turbines under 100 kilowatts cost roughly $3,000 to $8,000 per kilowatt of capacity. A 10 kilowatt machine, what's needed to power a large home, would have an installed cost of $50,000 to $80,000. On average, our utility scale is about $1.3 to $2.2 million per megawatt of nameplate capacity installed. The project construction time is fairly short, from 3 months up to 6 months for a larger 50 megawatt wind farm.
We have compiled a short list of possible impacts of this project. First, we will start with the disruption of bird migration paths. Windmills are known killers of migratory birds, and the Secwepemc land is a part of the Pacific Flyway. This flyway is used by many different species of migratory birds that travel from Alaska throughout British Columbia to the northern part of the USA. We expect a slight decrease in these birds' population due to the implementation of the windmills. Secondly, depending on the scale of the project, significant loss of biodiversity is expected due to the repurposing of land from forests and other natural landscapes to wind farms. However, this can be mitigated by using already available free land for the windmills. Thirdly, we expect a great boost to local and national economy. The local economy will benefit greatly from the creation of jobs at a relatively low cost, and an increase in income to the landowners through leasing the land to the wind farms. The national economy will also benefit greatly from the national investment. Next, noise and aesthetic pollution caused by windmills. Many of the current residents may have concerns with changing the look of their community. However, this can be mitigated as well as the noise pollution caused by windmills via careful positioning of the wind farms. Finally, the opportunity of recreation. As has been observed in many other rural areas with wind farms, opening the wind farms for tourists and offering tours creates new recreational activities in the community as well as allowing for another source of income into the community.
The Tk'emlúps to Secwepemc occupy a large portion of British Columbia interior. Their territory stretches from the Columbia River Valley along the Rocky Mountains to as far west as the Fraser River. Traditionally, the Secwepemc people were nomads who depended on the natural resources of the land, traveling from place to place, with the exception of each winter, which was usually spent in a village of pit houses, which can be seen in the slide there. Over time, they developed a unique culture that was totally self-sufficient, thriving on living off the land. Still today, their culture has a major influence on the people. Though they are divided among 17 different bands and speak 3 different Secwepemc dialects, the Tk'emlúps people welcome land development as well as partnerships and joint ventures, because one of their main goals is to have business thrive on their lands in an environmentally responsible and sustainable way. In the past, through tax dollars, the bands have developed and built infrastructure for water waste treatment plants, as well as some large industrial parks in Canada, clearly showing that the Tk'emlúps people are willing to develop so long as it's done in a sustainable and respectful way. Fortunately, due to their past projects, they already have the infrastructure set up for inquiries and business proposals. Their company, the Kamloops Indian Band Development Corporation, also known as KIBDC, can be reached through their website or called at 250-828-9802. And I believe that contacting them for the development rights is the next step for installing sustainable wind energy on the Tk'emlúps' Aboriginal land.
Our first point of contact when beginning development of this project is the Kelowna Indian Band Development Corporation. Contacting them will be integral to the success of our project. Our project will be creating wind power plants that offer clean, zero-emission energy production. We expect construction of a single 50-megawatt wind farm to take approximately 3 to 6 months. The project will create noise and aesthetic pollution in the community, but will provide a new resource for energy, boosting local and national economy. The last thing to remember is that we must treat all living things with respect. As we plan this consultation, we must keep in mind the impact our project has on local wildlife, such as the disturbance of bird migration paths and decrease in local biodiversity. This concludes our presentation. Thank you for listening.